YouTube, welcome back to another video. I've been getting these videos out. Give me my props, give me my credit. I've been pushing them out at a timely manner, and I'm gonna keep up the consistency because consistency isn't linear, and pushing them out every other day or so, that's progress. So that's my goal, is to just push out videos as much as I possibly can, because I have a lot of stuff that I always want to talk about that I can't talk about to people in real life. So where I've been training, as always, hitting the gym, training jiu-jitsu. My body's completely sore, but we're recovering and we're progressing. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so you see the title of the video. Today I'm gonna keep it short, but I'm gonna give a few examples of what day trading has taught me about failure. Now, this is not your typical topic that I usually talk about on this channel, but I think this could be helpful, and this could give you guys insight on not just day trading, but just the life in general. The first thing that day trading has taught me about failure is that failure is a choice. See, if you fail and you stop, you failed. But if you fail and you keep going, then that's a win. That's what I have rewired my mind to believe. And that doesn't just go for day trading, that goes for in life too. If you fail in life, it's not really a failure because you've learned from that experience. So the next time you try to do something in that area of your life, you can apply the lessons that you've learned from your previous experience to the thing that you're gonna, try to pursue or do next time. But yeah, failure is something that I've learned to embrace. I would say I've learned to embrace it in not just day trading, but in so many different aspects of my life. Like, I wouldn't say fail, right? But I've seen, you could say, failures in day trading. In the gym, I train into a failure, right? And then in jiu-jitsu, I guess you could say, when you're on the mats, we call it rolling, right? When we spar with someone, we call it rolling. So when you're on the mats rolling with someone and you tap out, right, that's considered, I guess, a loss. And a loss can be seen as a failure, right? But in my world, that's not the case. It's something that you learn from, not just in jiu-jitsu or day trading, but, everything. I've learned from these failures in my life, and these failures make me a better, more wise, more stronger, improved version of myself. And this is how you should view failure as well. I've seen, let me rephrase, I've lost amounts of money in day trading that would make the average person sick or suicidal. Let's just put it that way. And if I were to choose to see these losses as failures, as like my life is over, things would get pretty dark pretty quick. But that's not the case. And this ties into my next example of what day trading has taught me about failure, and that's, you can't tie your self-identity to your results. Whether you win or whether you lose, that's not you. You're not your outcome. You are the person you're the person who is able to attain that specific outcome, if you know what I mean. So what I mean by that is, whether you make $200 in a day or lose $200 in a day, that does not define you. That says nothing about your character. What says a lot about your character is the discipline that you have every single day to be able to obtain those desired outcomes, whether it be in day trading or other aspects of your life. That's just another example of what day trading has taught me about failure. Like, I've seen numerous 4-figure days, right? Numerous. And honestly, like, before, I would attach my self-worth and my ego to those 4-figure days, because who wouldn't? You feel like the man. This is going into my next example, by the way. You can get overconfident and end up sabotaging yourself after success if you get overconfident. And this is not just in day trading, but this is in other aspects of your life. Now, I've seen numerous 4-figure days, but that means nothing about who I am as a person. I am not my outcome, right? I'm not $1,000. I'm a human being. I'm real. I have a soul, right? If I make $1,000 or lose $1,000 in a single day, it's not who I am. It's just the career that I decided to pursue. Now, many people, including myself, used to attach our self-worth to the outcome of our trades. But at the end of the day, I've come to realize you are not your outcome. I'm going to keep saying this. You're not your outcome. Instead, attach your self-worth to the discipline that you have every single day. And the only way you can do that is by showing up every single day. Now, I'm going to go into my next thing that day trading has taught me about failure. And that is, failures are blessings in disguise, right? This kind of goes into example number 1. But failures are blessings in disguise, because with each failure you learn something new about yourself if you choose to. If you choose to open your mind up to see that you have learned something new. For me, I'm giving you guys first-hand experience. I used to tunnel vision on a single goal or a single outcome so much to the point to where I ignored the journey. I ignored who I became in the process. I ignored everything except whether my P&L was going up or down. And I based my entire mood or entire self-worth upon whether my P&L went up or down. And that is a mistake. You can't attach your self-worth to worldly things. You can't attach your self-worth to materialistic things, because in the end, all this money, it's temporary. All these materialistic things are temporary. You can't take them with you when you die. The only thing that's coming with you when you die is what's in here, your soul. Shit, your body's not even going with you. So that is something else that I've learned about, failure in day trading. And I'd say another thing that I've learned about failure from day trading is that you are the reason why you fail, right? If you're constantly breaking your rules, or you're constantly doing something you shouldn't, or you're consistently getting a outcome that is undesirable for you, right? You're consistently getting an undesirable outcome. You are the reason why you're receiving that outcome. You're the reason why you are succeeding, or you're the reason why you are stagnant. And this is a hard pill to swallow for most people, and not just in day trading, but in life. It's hard to account the blame to yourself. It's hard to assign the blame to yourself, because you have to take accountability. No one wants to feel like they are the reason why they're failing at something, or not good at something, or they're the reason why something's not working. It hurts the ego. It really, really hurts the ego. And that's something that I've learned. If something's not going your way, you have the power to change it, right? We all have free will. It's no one else's fault but yours. And I won't say this goes for everything in life, because some things are out of your control. But in the realm of day trading, right, if something is not going the way that you envisioned it to go, and you breaking your rules, you're not journaling, you're not doing the things that you should be doing, you're the reason why. And that's a hard pill to swallow. That's something that I've learned about failure from day trading. And I'd say last but not least, is the most important thing that I preach in all of my videos, is failure is a part of the process. It's not an end-all be-all. I said this in the beginning of the video, but failure is truly a part of the process. It's something that is going to make you stronger in the long run. Like, I can't emphasize this enough, but failure is one of the best things that can happen to anyone, whether it be in life, in the gym, day trading. You gotta embrace that shit, because on the other side of it is a more improved version of yourself. And just use me for example. In the gym, I train until failure. Sometimes I'll alternate my training styles, but for the most part, on most exercises, right? Not every single exercise, not every single day, but I'm training till failure for the most part. And look, 5-6 years ago, I did not look like this. I'll show you guys a picture of myself at some point on the channel. But 5-6 years ago, I did not look like this, not one bit. But I was consistent enough with training until failure, lifting weights until I couldn't, lifting the weights that I couldn't until I was able to. And this applies for anything in life. This applies to anything. And that's just some insight that I wanted to share, some wisdom I wanted to spit out to you guys, because I mean, you would think things like this are common sense until you realize most people aren't aware of these things. So I just want to share it with you guys. If you're aware of it, great. If you're not aware of it, I hope you learned something, and I hope you can take something from this video. But thank you so much for watching this far. I just want to thank all of my subscribers, supporters, people who comment. I want to thank you guys, because I see a few of you are still active with liking my videos and commenting, and that means a lot. You know, I read every comment, and I see every time my subscriber count goes up or my like count goes up. I see all of it. So thank you guys. But if you watched this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.